Now, we've been telling you about this all morning long. The province has announced financial support to parents to help kids who've had learning disrupted over the pandemic. But with an education workers strike looming, the move is being criticized. With more on the plan this morning, we are joined live by Education Minister Stephen Lecce. Minister, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
First question is, why now? Why is this something that's being announced at this point, considering that we've gone through 2.5 years of these learning disruptions? And again, you're in the middle of this looming strike.
We thought it was really important, Tammie, to provide direct financial relief to parents. We made a commitment in the budget in August that we'd get dollars out the door to help parents. This economy is difficult. The national inflation challenge, the cost of living, and the necessity to help children catch up was really what drove us to get this program out, the catch-up payments, which we've unveiled yesterday. A parent today of a child 0 to 18 can apply right now online at ontario.ca/catch-up payments. If you have a child up to 18, you're eligible for $200. If you have a child up to age 21 with special education needs, you're eligible for $250. And I know parents will put these dollars to work, as you have done 3 times before, because we believe anything we can do to assist you as we expand funding within our publicly funded schools is a good thing.
Now, the argument is being made that you can assist parents by ensuring that kids stay in the classroom and at the bargaining table, really, with QP. We know talks breaking down earlier this week. This has all been called a distraction by the opposition, including the Green Party. We have Laura Walton from QP, who is saying that, the 1 to 2 tutoring sessions that this money may buy is not going far enough, where you could negotiate and spend this $365 million on paying those who are making so little when it comes to those members of QP. What is your reaction to that? Could this money have gone towards some of those demands that QP is making?
We believe in Ontario, though we should be investing more in publicly funded schools. We have $600 million more this school year, in addition to providing direct financial support to parents. I always reject the either-or proposition. I'm not surprised to hear opposition from the Liberals, New Democrats, and unions. I actually believe, as a progressive conservative, I trust parents to spend their hard-earned dollars. I know they will put it to good use. And finally, when you look at the work we're doing within our publicly funded schools, part of yesterday's announcement was the expansion of free tutoring within our schools right across Ontario, the extension of qualifications to really help elevate the training and the professional development of our teachers. So we're really using a multitude of actions. Another thing, Tammie, we announced yesterday was for a lot of parents out there with young kids seeing challenges and regression in reading. In September, every child, kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2, will be assessed, literally have a reading assessment. And we'll be one of the few provinces and jurisdiction in the world that does this, so that we know if your child is behind and that we can invest in it. So we're making massive investment in the publicly funded school system, but we're also proud to give a bit of relief to parents during this difficult economic time.
Okay, I know you've even asked this question before, including this week, especially now that talks have stalled with QP. If there is, in fact, a strike, will you legislate workers back to school?
We still have 3 days of negotiating with this union, and my hope is that they will come forth with reasonable proposals. As I've said before, we believe the best place for a child is in the classroom. We have EQAO data out just yesterday. It confirms what every parent in this province has already known. Their kid has seen some regression in the fundamental subjects of reading, writing, and math. We have a moral obligation to keep them in class. Nothing should matter more. So I do believe there's a path to a deal. We have to be reasonable. When we get asked to accept the demand of nearly 50% increase in compensation, I do believe that's unfair. I don't know anyone watching that would be eligible for those types of increases. But having said that, we are offering an increase every year, 8% over the course of our contract, maintaining the best pension, the best benefit program, the job security, the 131 days of sick leave. All of this is being protected because I want to encourage a deal, and frankly, I want to provide stability to parents. So I look forward to negotiating over those 3 days in the coming weeks. Let's get a deal we can live with, and let's just provide some predictability to the people of this province, to the kids of this province, who just established a routine in our schools. They're loving being back with their friends in front of their educators. I just want to protect that right to June.
And so to protect them, if a deal is not reached, you won't say whether or not, flat out, if legislation will be built in to bring them back.
What I can say, Tammie, is that obviously we're committed to keeping kids in class. That's our number one obligation. It's the key principle of Ontario's plan to catch up. In the meantime, we're offering parents direct financial relief, the catch-up payments, more supports for schools, more staffing, more training, more tutoring options extended right into the next school year. We're going to stay focused on really helping kids catch up and try to get a deal that provides predictability, that keeps kids in school. And obviously, as I said, we stand ready to negotiate to get a deal so that we don't have to contemplate any of the scenarios you've raised. Let's get a voluntary deal that we can live with, that protects a child and gives them the right to stay in a classroom. I don't know anyone in the province who said to me, don't stand strong against these talks of strikes. It's just my kids can't accept it. It's unfair. And we certainly agree.
All right. Thank you so much again, Minister Lecce, for joining us this morning. Of course, we'll be following up on this story throughout the weeks to come. And of course, with those 2 negotiation days that are left, we appreciate it.
Thank you.